When I say passive products, I think a lot of times people think, yes, I said it and forget it kind of mentality. But I want you to know that that is not what I mean when I say passive products. So there's amazing things about passive products, but also we get to remember this is still a business. We still get to market it. None of that goes by the wayside, right? It's not like, oh, build it and they will come type of situation. So I want you to remember that passive products bring so much freedom to your life, number one, right? Especially if you are a coach or you're a service provider and you have a ton of one-on-one clients. When I first came into the space, I had so many one-on-one clients. Yes, I wasn't charging my worth. That's a whole nother story. But the fact of the matter is that I was capped at my income. I was dealing with not only getting on calls with people all the time, but also actually doing, right? Because I had done for you clients. And so it was literally like I left my 9 to 5 and then started my first business, which didn't work out. And then it was like when I got this business, I kept getting referrals, right? And so I kept taking on more clients. I also didn't have boundaries. That's a whole nother conversation too. But I kept saying yes. And before I knew it, I had 15 one-on-one clients and I literally couldn't look up from my desk. Was I making money? Yeah. I mean, yeah. Was I where I wanted to be? No. Did I tell myself that I loved working all those hours? Yeah, I actually did tell myself that. And I think at the time I believed it. Now looking back after having so much time freedom in my business and building that in, I can totally see where that was not the case. It was just a story I told myself, so it became true, just like anything else we do when it comes to growing a business. So when I flipped my business around and started, first I still had way too many clients, one-on-one clients, but I knew I had to make some changes. So I in the past, I've tried to create many different types of passive products. The things that I figured out is number one, they don't sell on their own. Number two, when you do sell them, they can be pretty amazing. The first successful passive product I had was, I called it the virtual retreat. It was way before 2020. And because everything was a virtual retreat then. And one of the things that I did was I taught people how to create content in 3 to 5 days. And I did it every single month. I did it live. And every single month I sold out or was very close, probably 95% capacity, because I could only take on so many people because of all the questions and things like that. And it was doing really, really well. After I was successful with that, I decided to open up my inner circle. And that was the mind-blowing passive income. And I see this as a stream of passive income because I teach one time, but I teach to multiple people. So I want you to think about like what is aligned with you. Do you want to teach like one time to multiple people, like in programs, type of containers, or do you want to create something that they download or a course that they go through that you are completely hands off and the only thing you get to do is actually market it and talk about it and build it up and hype it up, right? Like literally you're the hype girl for the product. I want you to think about how much this could bring to your life, the freedom it could bring to your life. There are so many ways to create passive income. There are so many ways to bring people into your container in another passive sort of way. So I'm getting leads, but I'm getting paid to get leads. I'm getting leads, like even running ads in that aspect, right? Like we can run ads and find a way to create a passive product on the back end so that I literally get paid to build my list. So there are so many ways that we can create passive products in our business. And that is one reason that I created Ignite Your Offers, because if we don't have the offers, we can't have the passive income, right? We can't have the passive products. We have to actually know what we're creating. And to do that, we get to look at what works best for my ideal person. What do I love teaching? What do I love talking about? What's going to serve them? And then if I'm going to offer multiple products, which you, again, get to decide, you can be one of those people that has a one offer, like you're a one offer, and that's okay. Or you can have multiple offers. And so you can always be leading them into the next container. And you set it up so that it literally is so streamlined because it just makes sense for them to ascend to the next thing. And that is how you build a very successful passive income stream of business. One of the ways that I have been very successful at this is that I teach live. So when I teach live, I get to see very clearly, okay, and when I say live, it could be a recorded course, but I'm literally creating it. So I do create nothing until I sell it. And then when I sell it, that is when I start creating it. And so this way we are not doing something ahead of time, and I teach live. So I teach live, and then I take those trainings and create them into a passive income course that I can sell that I'm not a part of anymore, right? It sells on its own, or I sell it, I market it rather, but it sells, and they go through the process. They buy it, they do the work, they get the modules. It's hands off for me at that point after they buy it, right? But having the product there is giving them the opportunity to say yes. Having the product created is having the opportunity for them to say yes. If I don't create it, it's not there, right? I can't make revenue off of that. I can't serve people off of that. And a lot of times we get into the place in our business where we have all these amazing ideas. And what do they say? That the graveyard is the richest place in the world because of all of the ideas that go and die there. So many people think I can't have passive products. I don't have a huge audience. And my coach said this, and I love how she said this. Have you ever heard of a singer starting out and going and finding a stage? Like, no singer takes their first time on stage and goes to Madison Square Garden. It just doesn't happen, right? That's just not the way it works. They start at a place, probably a local bar, with very few people. They probably get the worst time slot, right? And this goes for everybody that's famous right now that started out. Britney Spears, Beyonce, like all of these people. I'm sure Madonna started out in bars. Like all of these people. Actually, if you watch the movie, is it Bohemian Rhapsody? You can see that Queen does just that, right? They start out at crappy places. And then they get discovered. But they're still singing. They're still providing entertainment for people. People still come to the bar, right? It's just not as many, but they're still there. So we build up our audience as we grow, as we market these products. Because these products that we're marketing at the time may not be the thing for them right then, but they fall in love with us and are like, I want to follow this person. I want to learn more, right? So many times we are not, we're just not putting ourselves out there. Or we're thinking of all the ideas, but we're not actually doing anything. One of the ways reasons I love passive products is because of the recurring income, the recurring revenue that you can create in your business. Nothing is ever guaranteed. Just like a one-on-one client can walk away after the specified time that you say you have to work together, the same thing can happen in a passive product, but we align ourselves that we are attracting people that are going to make their payments. We align with people who are going to stay. We align with people who are going to go through the program, give you an amazing testimonial or review, and you're going to be able to share that, which helps you sell it even more. We align ourselves with those type of people. We align ourselves with the possibilities of everything that can come out of the passive products that we're going to sell. It also is a very alignment that if I am jumping around and joining containers and not doing the work, or if I'm joining containers and not making my payments, I'm going to attract people like that too. If I want to sell high ticket, but I would never buy high ticket, and I would say I would never buy high ticket, I'm also going to struggle with that too. The belief is it's hard to do something if you have not done it. It's not impossible, but it's much harder. And when we can pave the way for ourselves, I remember, I can't remember, I don't know if it was my coach or somebody else that I saw, but like, if you want people to show up live in containers, you should show up live in the containers you're paying for. Meaning, if you have an inner circle or a mastermind and you're a part of one, but you don't like show up for the live calls, or at least the majority of them, you're going to attract people that do the same thing. And I think that's very, very interesting. Like attracts like, right? So where can you add passive income streams to your business? What is holding you back from doing just that? I didn't create 15 to 30K consecutive months for 24 months by doing one-on-one clients. I would have never gotten there with just one-on-one clients. I couldn't have held it and kept it with just one-on-one clients. I also probably would be in the hospital somewhere very unhealthy because I could not have kept going the way I was before I started having these passive income streams. So what is holding you back? What's the next step for you? And how can I serve and support you? I want you to create a business that you love. I want you to create a business that you love to talk about. I want you to create a business that you know how much it serves and supports your audience, that it's a no-brainer that they say yes to these products that you want to market. The only way to scale your business is to stop being in it all the time. The only way to scale your business is to stop doing done for you all the time. I still have done for you clients. I'm not saying you give it up completely because I feel like I don't want to lose my skills. I also want to continue to see how the market is. I want to continue to see how social media is. I want to continue to see what's working. And so I don't want to give up because of those reasons. However, the passive income side of my business has allowed me to go from 2 hours in the morning getting up early to work on my business to have 2 days a week that are my CEO times. It has allowed me, if I want to take a nap in the middle of the day, I can do that. If I want to go hang out by my pool, if I want to go for a long walk, I can do that. If I'm going to go to the gym, I don't feel like I'm on all the time like I did when I had 15 one-on-one clients. And some of that's exaggerating. Sometimes I had 10, but still, that's a lot. Times 5 to 7 pieces of content a week. That's a lot of content. That's a lot of brain power. That's a lot of strategy calls. When we are not worked to death, we are our best selves. Think of passive products, passive income, revenue as almost self-care. Because it is a way to bring revenue in to your business, but also give yourself that time freedom and income, revenue freedom that you wanted when you started this business. So if you're ready to create your passive revenue, your passive offers, your offers that you know you've been holding back on, that you've been stalling on, that something's been holding you back. You feel like you don't have the time. You feel like you're not ever going to do it. Like you talk about it, but it's like those videos that sit in the draft folder and nothing ever comes of them. This is what I want for you. The question is, how bad do you want it for yourself? I am taking you through a 4-week hyper-focused Ignite Your Offers Hypermind to help you create just this. How to sell at the beginning and the end of your offers. How to set yourself up for success. If you want multiple offers, how to streamline them. How to map them out. Even if you don't get all of them created, my goal is to at least get one created over the 4 weeks, because that is going to be power. That is going to empower you to create more. Once you see how well one does, once you see how easy really it is, right? You're going to want more. You might become addicted to creating passive products, and that's okay. I launch every single month because of that exact reason, and that is okay. I want you to check out Ignite Your Offers. The link is in the show notes, and see if it's right for you. There is a payment plan. There is also, you can join Omni VIP, which gives you all access to all programs. It is a 3-month minimum, so you have to join the membership for 3 months, but it is significant savings and really gets you not only access to Ignite Your Offers, but all of the offers that we have created thus far. And so it would be a great place for you to start if you're not willing to commit to the whole Ignite Your Offers pricing. But if you want that and you want lifetime access, make sure you grab that. So I'm going to drop the link to both programs. Check it out. Make sure you reach out to me at It's Chrissy Connor on Instagram if you have any questions. I cannot wait to serve you. I cannot wait to see you in this container. I cannot wait to see you blow up with passive revenue that doesn't stress you out, that doesn't take all your time, and gives you the time freedom, the time you can spend with your loved ones, the things, the ability to travel and do all the things you said you were going to do when you started this business. It's time to stop stalling. It's time to start now.